My build is the build of the gods. You don't build builds this good. You just don't do it. Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Palmer Deadbeat. In this video, we're going to take Blightstone here. I wasn't originally planning on recording this video, but I figured I'd give some tips, some tricks, you know, and a little guide to how the game works. Just, you know, for you new players, if you're getting just started in general. Okay, so in the beginning of the game, you generally don't know what your build's going to be, or you shouldn't anyways. You shouldn't try to go for one specific build in the beginning of the game, and you shouldn't set your mind and be like, hey, this is the build I'm going to go for, and I'm just going to go for this build the entire game. If you do that, you'll probably end up losing a lot, simply because you don't always get the units you need in the store. And actually, I should probably maybe get the Tinker and Clockwork. So yeah, when you first start playing the game, you don't want to, you know, pick a specific build and just try to go that and only that. If you do that, you're not going to win, okay? So you're going to have to be very adaptive into the, depending on the units you get in the store, right? So, and also the items you get too. The items play another role. Like if you get a global item for warriors, I mean, that's going to tell you, like, you know, maybe you should go warriors. Or if you're going to get a knight item, maybe you should go knights. If you're just getting equipables like this, then your build's pretty up in the air because you could go kind of any way at this point. You're not really sure. So this is the first round. Round 4 is the round that you always start fighting real opponents. The first 3 rounds are simply creep rounds, and they're to gain items. The items you generally want to take is armor, chainmail. You would like Blightstone or attack speed, but embarrassment of riches is generally like a main one you want to go. Let's go ahead and sell him and then pick up that better.
The time for prayer has ended.
Oh, this actually might go badly. I probably should have put a Tuscan instead of that Drow. Just so I have someone a little more tanky, right? I mean, she is level 2, so I guess she can tank somewhat. And she does do healing, which is nice. But that wasn't a good idea. And also, there's another thing in the beginning. Ooh. Queen of Pain. Can she pull through here? I think she's going to, actually. Queen of Pain 1 for us. That's awesome. Having a demon unit on board early game is fairly strong, simply because you only need 1 to get the demon buff, which gives all demon units 50% pure damage, unless the opposing team has an anti-mage. If the opposing team has an anti-mage, then it won't work. Or a Terrorblade. Terrorblade's also an option.
Here to help.
So we're going to do something like this. So far, it's looking like we might go knights. And if we go knights, there's like a bunch of variants of knight. I mean, you can play like Mage Knight, you can play Dragon Knight, you can play Troll Knight. And so really, Knights is a very versatile build. So it's a really good build if you're able to get it, just because you can go so many ways with it. The only reason I'm keeping Druid right now is because if I can get 2 of them, I can get another 2-star Druid on board. And in the beginning of the game, 2-star, like having a board of 2 stars is generally better than going alliances, even if your board is just kind of wishy-washy, you know, and it doesn't really give any sort of direction. In the beginning of the game, it helps, it really pays just to get 2-star units. Don't worry too much about alliances. If you can pick 2-star units, just get those 2-star units on board. You're generally going to start wanting to figure out what you're going to be building. See, there's a Druid right there. And I'm debating whether or not I should even try to play, like, aggressively here. I'm going to. Generally, I don't recommend playing too aggressively, but in this case,
Ready to answer the call.
I think I'm going to. You generally don't want to be spending money into level. I know a lot of people do. A lot of the time you shouldn't really. You just got to read the situations. Sometimes you're going to want to, other times you're not going to want to. In this case, I wanted to put the Tusk on board, but I also wanted the Treant Protector because that'll give me 3 level 2s versus, you know, just the 2 level 2s. Plus an extra unit, so it's worth it. Though I didn't take out Fat Rider there, which was a mistake on my part. I did buy the Luna simply because it's looking like Knight is a possibility for us, right? It's round 6. We're going to have to start deciding whether or not we want our build to be Knight, you know, or something else. By round, anywhere from between like round 10 and 13-ish, I would say, you generally want to have a build in mind by that point. If you don't, then it could go fairly badly for you, right? Do we want to hit this interest point? If we want to hit this interest point, we're going to have to sell Luna and, like, Enchantress? But I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if I made that in time. That is kind of a bummer if I didn't, but oh well. So I picked up Omni Knight and I traded out Drow for him, just because Omni Knight's a better unit, plus he gives Chaos Knight the buff. They get the Knight buff. I mean, it is kind of early for it, but it works, right? And Chaos Knight's a good unit because he's a demon and he's also Knight. So he gets the Knight buff with Omni Knight, plus he gets the 50% pure damage, right? And this Druid gives me healing. This is a pretty good board early game. Now, you're not always going to get this. And I'll probably make another guide video on what happens if you start going down. Like, if you just don't have much health, and you don't have a lot going for you in the early game. I was saying that I will make another video, kind of just showing, like, I'm going to sell my Enchantress to get this interest point. I'm just keeping you guys updated on what I'm doing. But I'm going to make another video on what happens if you are to go down in rank, or go down on the leaderboards and not really have a good start. You know, say you get a really bad start and you're not really sure what to do and you're kind of just fumbling around. I'll make another video doing that. This is a solid board, so luckily we got a pretty good early board. We got some synergies going on. This is really wishy-washy though, right? So we're going to eventually change it out. If we're going to go Knights, we are going to get rid of Druid, because Druid... I don't think Druid could fit really well into a Knight build. I mean, maybe. Like I said, Knights are versatile. You can go a lot of ways with Knights. We can keep Druids on board for now, and possibly even till... If we get a 2-star Nature's Prophet, we can keep Druids on board till maybe round 20, or it really just depends on when we start getting other units that are going to fit into our build, right? So we're going Knights. It seems like. Pretty established. I don't know if Bat Rider is one we're going to keep in here. So now we just have to kind of decide, like, how are we going to do this? Like, what are we going to go with Knights? We got 2 Witch Doctors there. And if we are going to go Witch Doctor, then it actually might pay to keep Bat Rider in, because then they'll get the attack speed. Although...
Come on, guys. We can do this.
Although we could take out Bat Rider, because we're going to want Troll Warlord, I think. Troll Warlord's just such great damage. But we do want Witch Doctor. Even though Bat Rider is a Knight, Witch Doctor gives some serious board control. It's kind of unfortunate that he's got good healing going on here. Like, he's got a Warlock and a Treant Protector for healing. So it's kind of a bummer for us. We lost our win streak, but that's okay. Not too big of a deal, right? The only downside to Troll Warlord here is that he's not a Knight. He's actually a Warrior, so that doesn't play into our role at all, which kind of makes me a little sad. So it actually makes me wonder if we should keep Bat Rider in this scenario. There's a Doom. See, now I'm also thinking that maybe we could go Warrior too. Because we only have Lunas, Bat Riders, Omni Knight, and Chaos Knight. We have 4 Knights, right? But Bat Rider's not that good. So I don't even know if I would want to keep him in the build anyways. And at this point we could go Pudge Doom. I think that maybe here, in this particular case, we sell a Bat Rider and we pick up a Doom and we pick up a Pudge, just so that we can kind of go either way here, right? We can maybe go Knights or we can maybe go Warriors, depending. And I know it's round 10. Like I said, you generally want to decide by round 10, 13. I mean... 15's kind of pushing it. I don't know. I think I like generally being decided by round 10 to 13. So you need to know what you're doing by round 10 to 13. We'll just say that. We'll just go with that. Aegis of the Immortal is not very good. Completing the cycle won't fit into our builds unless we fit druids into our builds, and even then it's not that good. I know it's kind of strange, but I'm going to take the tier 1 item of the Blightstone over either of those options. 2 Slardars here, right? Do we want to hit this interest point? I think we do. So let's go ahead and sell Batrider, sell Luna, and we'll put in Doom, and we'll put in Pudge.
I'm going to enjoy destroying you.
So it looks like we're changing here. So I've changed my mind. We're going to go Warriors. That's it. That's what we're doing. Because we found that Doom and we found that Pudge, and those are both really good units, and they're pretty vital to the Warrior comp. So that's what we're going to try to do. And you need to have strategies like that. You need to play off what you get, you know? And that was a pretty good store. I mean, Pudge and Doom are both really good units in the Warrior lineup. Getting them early on is pretty dang strong. And there's another Pudge right there. We are going to buy Pudge, right? But we're going to wait for the timer to go down, and we're going to sell these Slardars because I don't think I'm going to take them anymore. I'm wondering if I want to keep Witch Doctor. The only reason I'm keeping Druids on board right now is because I have 2 level 2-star Druids. And remember what I said. A board of 2 stars early game is stronger than synergies. And we do still have synergies regardless. We are going to pick up this Pudge now, though. But we are eventually going to sell the Druids because they're not going to fit into our Warrior build. Granted, Enchantress is Savage, so technically we could pick up, like, a Lone Druid to go with our Lycan, and then we could pick up 1 more Savage unit, which we already have, the Tusk. So then we could have 4 Savage. Potentially, we could actually put Druids into this Warrior build, right? Just trying to think of, like, how this would work. That would be 4 Savage. And then to get... So we'd have 2 Warriors that are Savage, right? So in this build, we'd have Tusk, Lycan. Hold on one second. Let me see what we should do here. Maybe we should put in a Witch Doctor just for some crowd control. Do I sell anyone here to hit that interest point? I kind of want to. I kind of want to sell Treant Protector. So I'm going to. Because we're not going to keep him anyways. Treant Protector is going to be gone. Okay. So this build could have, potentially, Lycan. The build could have Lycan. The build could have Tusk. The build could have Lone Druid. The build could have Enchantress. The build could have Pudge. The build could have Doom. So that's 6 units. Which leaves us at 4 Warriors, 2 Druids, 4 Savage, and 1 Demon. So we need 2 more units, right? In the Warrior slots. So what would be the last 2 Warriors we pick up here? So that means, I don't know if we'd be able to go Trolls unless we went up to 9 units. So we could pick up Kunkka because he goes with Lycan for the human buff. Troll Warlord's just so good.
You're going to be glad you picked me.
Let's do a couple rerolls here. Tusk. There's that Nature's Prophet. Maybe I shouldn't have sold him. I'll just pick him up again, actually, just in case. There's another one. Let's get him. So I bought Nature's Prophet here just because that gives me a level 3 on board, which is, again, power. Level 3 units are really strong. I doomed the Kunkka, which is really good, because Kunkka's abilities got some really good crowd control. I'm just trying to think of what to do still. Because if I wanted to fit Trolls into the build with Troll Warlord, I would have to have 9 units. If I wanted to go 4 Savage. There's Lycan. Lycan's an immediate pickup for us. We'll go a little bit into level here. 1 reroll, level 2 Pudge. Pick that up, but we don't really need him like super bad right now since this is just the dog and pony show. So we'll put my 2 tankiest units at the bottom. Although I guess Tusk is a little tankier than Doom right now just because his health is higher. But it's okay. We're gonna be fine. Where'd he go? He's slowly floating down. Okay, now we're gonna pick up that Pudge. So we don't lose the interest, right?
Yo.
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 None of these bode well for me. This is pretty bad when you get like a dead draw like this. Because I don't know how I'd fit Retaliate into this at all. I guess we take big time Contract. We can maybe fit in Bloodbound, possibly some way that I'm just not sure of yet. The only Bloodbound units is not Alchemist, I'm sorry, it's I just saw Alchemist there, so that's why I was thinking. But no, the only Bloodbound units are Ogre Magi and Warlock.
This is gonna be a good day.
Although to fit them into the build, we would for sure have to go to 90 units, right? So we could have the 6 warriors. That one really just threw me for a loop. Because now I'm just really not sure what's good here. Look at all these tree ant protectors. Or look at all these tree ants. Go tree ants, no, he's attacking you. Venomancer is also summoning ads though, which is bad for us. I'm really upset that we had a dead draw. When you have a dead draw, like, what do you do in that situation, right? Like, Assassins wasn't going to be good for me. I wouldn't have picked that. I wouldn't have picked either of the globals. Necro does fit into this build, though. Doesn't he? Somewhere? Not if we're going Savage. Do we want to go that much Savage, though? There's another Necro. Troll Warlord. I don't think we do. I think we want to go Trolls. So we're going to take out Savage. Oh, get in there, Necro! Why didn't you go in there? For some reason, my mouse won't grab him. That sucks. I could have had 7 units on board instead of 6. I kind of doomed myself here. Doomed myself. So then that means, unfortunately, we are going to sell Druids. For Troll Warlord and for Necro. Is it worth subbing them out right now, though? That's the real question. Because we have, one's a 2-star and one's going to be a 3-star, right? And we don't have to, we only need to sub out 1 right now. Would it be possibly Enchantress because we have Lycan for the Savage? Or would it be Druid, Tree Ant Protector for the Troll Warlord? Like, is that worth subbing out? I'm gonna do it. Because we're gonna get rid of him anyways, right? Sooner or later. And Troll Warlord does do a lot of damage. Especially if I can protect him here. The only reason I'm putting Doom in the back is just because, Assassins, basically. See, there's a Slark right there. He's gonna jump back on my Doom. Oh, he went for Witch Doctor. Perhaps I should actually move my Witch Doctor to the other side. Okay, that's fine.
Let's keep this up.
So I'm going to move my Witch Doctor. I'm just going to move them like this. I could even actually put Doom here. No, kind of think that puts my Warlock more at risk, right? Blightstone. Shouldn't I give Blightstone actually to Troll Warlord instead of Tusk, just because of his attack speed? And Troll Warlord's going to be my main damage anyways. He's not right now. Doom is. But Doom already has Blightstone. I think Tusk DPS is better, though. No, that's actually pretty close. 88, 86. Wait, is that because of the Blightstone? No, that's just straight up. Okay. So then, yeah, Troll Warlord needs the Blightstone. So, do we do a couple rerolls here? I think we actually put into level. We're trying to build around 8 units. And that's another thing for you guys to note, is when you make a build, you generally want it to be 8 units. Or you can go 9, it's up to you. But 9, trying to make a build from 9 units can be kind of risky, simply because it takes a lot of gold to get to level 9. So what you kind of want to do in this game is you want to make your build around 8 units at first, and then if you have a little extra gold, or maybe you're winning well, or just doing well in the game, then maybe try to fit in a 9th unit. Maybe some crowd control, like possibly Medusa, or maybe like a Tide Hunter. But if you can make it fit into your build, you know, more power to you. So let's go to like tier 5s and see if there's any that we could even make fit into our build. And if not, possibly maybe a tier 4. So there's Lich. Lich could maybe fit into the build because he's Heartless. But Necro and Pudge are already Heartless. So he's not going to give us the extra. He's not going to get us the 4 Heartless unless we can get Fall from Grace. If we can get Fall from Grace, then we're pretty good. I'm pumping into level right now simply because I've got 79 health, right? So it's not going that badly. It's not going that poorly for us. So I think I can safely pump into level. And even if it was, we need to get to 8 units. If you're making a build around 8 units, you need to get to level 8, right? But early game, like I was saying, you just want to take the units like... Generally, in the beginning, you want a little bit of defense, and you want a little bit of offense, so maybe someone tanky, right? Or some sort of healing, or druids. I almost always take druids in the beginning, simply because if you can get 2 druids, that's an instant level 2 druid on your board, early game, and that helps quite a bit, right? So, that's good. These are all awful choices. Force Staff is just a meme item. It's not good. It's just for jokes and funniness. And a higher class of criminals also bad. Those were just all bad choices. So we kind of got screwed there on our picks. But such is the way of luck sometimes. Such is the way of RNG. So that's okay. We've been screwed like twice now on items, right? We got big time contract and a higher class of criminal. So our items are not very good. Hopefully 25 and 30 are better if we can hit those. And so another thing to note is when you're buying units, if you have 50 gold and the unit you're about to buy is going to drop you into the 40s, and you don't need the unit on board like right away, then you should just wait until the timer goes down and the round actually starts and then buy the unit, because you'll still get the interest point for it, okay? So keep that in mind. So right now we have some synergies. I kind of wanted to go like 4 Savage and then 6 Warriors, but then I'd have to do a 9 build. Can we make that work, actually? We are ahead, right? Like, we have 79 health. We might actually be able to build into that and still keep the trolls. And if we're going to do that, then we want Lone Druid, right? Like, he's the most obvious pick because we already have Enchantress. So let's go ahead and go for it. Normally, I wouldn't do this.
Let's do this.
Normally, I wouldn't make a build based around 9 units because, you know, you're not always going to get there. You're not always going to get that much money. So when that's the case, you always generally want to make a build around 8 units. So let's say I wasn't going to try to get to 9 units, right? If I wasn't going to try to get to 9 units, then I would take out Enchantress. I would take out Enchantress, and I would probably put in... a Kunkka. Well, it's pretty much going to be the exact same build, right? Savage, let's see, 6 units. Kunkka. Kunkka's going to be in our build anyways because he pairs with Lycan with Human. So if I was going to do 8 units, I would do Tusk, I would do Lycan, I would do Pudge, I would do Troll Warlord, I would do Doom, And then I would do Kunkka. So that's 6 units. And then I'd do 2 trolls. Well, actually, I'd only need 1 troll. I'd do Witch Doctor, because Troll Warlord's a warrior. There's a Necro. There's a Doom.
I bring fire.
There's a
and
Lycan.
fury.
Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this. So the last unit I would pick is Necro, right? So that would be the build I would go if I had 8 units. Be Troll Warlord, Witch Doctor, Pudge, Lycan, Tusk, Doom, Kunkka, and Necro, right? So that's what I would do if I was going 8. But since I'm going 9, I'm going to change it up a little bit. But that's a good 8-star warrior build, in case you guys are interested. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My game crashed. Crazy. Crazy stuff happened. And now... Okay, I was about to say it's glitching out. Everyone's gone. What did we even get here? Nothing. Let's buy into our level. So we are going to be looking for Lone Druid. So he's going to play a pretty big role in this. Because he's going to give us our 4th Savage and Druid. We don't... Oh, there's a Doom. We have to buy that Doom.
Their bodies.
So I bought the Doom, and I'm putting more into leveling. In fact, I'm going to go straight to level 9 right now, because if I wait another turn, it's going to over-level me. There's my Lone Druid I was looking for. We could put him in now. Oh, wait. This actually is a level 10 build, isn't it? Should we sub out Necro? Ooh, man, I did my math a little wrong here. This is actually a 10-person build to get to the last warriors. A level 10 build. Uh-oh. The last person we want in here is Kunkka, by the way. Ooh. Do we take Battle Fury here? It's not... I don't really like it that much. This might be crazy, but I'm taking Vanguard over Battle Fury. My item choices this game have just been garbage, you guys. So now I really have to decide. You know? I can't take out a 2-star Necro, can I? That just seems silly. Do I go to level 10? I mean, I could take out my druids potentially. We might go for it, guys. We might just go for a 10-star build. Or a level 10 build. At this point. Oh man. That's gonna be a lot of gold. So this is something you should never do. Don't ever plan for a 10 level build. Don't do it. Okay, if you can get to level 10, awesome. Go for it, man. But if you can't, don't plan for it. But that original build I did tell you with 8 people is actually only 8 people. So I must have just been doing my math wrong when I was thinking about the Savage build, along with full warriors and like, and the like. If I can get to level 10 though, and get this build going, it's going to be pretty dang hard to beat. Because I'm going to have 10 units on board, and I'm going to have so many synergies. And some pretty good synergies too. I already have some pretty good synergies, and Lone Druid's like ability, that bear he has is just ridiculous. Like, it does so much damage. Okay, let's check it out. See, look at this. He does 172 damage, right? DPS, I mean. His damage is actually 275. And he has Entangle, which Spirit Bear's attacks have a chance to entangle the target, stunning them. So basically, it's like a silence and a, and they don't get their basic attacks off. This is just crazy. This is just going to be a crazy build. So I'm just going to have to keep pumping into level, right? I'm trying to stay above 50 gold because we are still winning, and we're winning pretty well. So the next turn, we're going to want to go all the way to 40. If we wait any longer, we're going to have to wait 4 more rounds before we can go to 40. Because we either want to go at 28 or 32. And we want to go at 28. Because I don't want to wait that long. Especially since my board's already pretty good, right? And we still haven't found that Kunkka. But we haven't really been looking. We've been mainly just going into level. And that's really why we haven't been getting all the units we need. I mean, we've been getting some pretty good units just for kind of winging it. I generally don't suggest just winging it, but it seems to be working out in this case. So I was going to this was going to be like a guide type thing, but if this is a guide, it's a pretty bad guide because you generally don't go to level 10, right? You just don't do it. Unless you're just constantly winning like this, then you have a possibility to go to 10, and there's 2 lone druids that I just can't pass up. But I still have to buy into this, right? I have to. I have no choice. Unless I want to wait 4 rounds, which I really don't. The question is, who do I put on board? Like, who's worth it at this point? Another Troll Warlord? Possibly. Troll Warlords... Well, we could... Well... I honestly don't know how to... I don't know. Okay, so we need a Kunkka. This bear is just outrageous. Like, especially at level 3. Like, look at that. And now that I'm level 10, like, if I can find that Kunkka, guys... Whew, if I can find that Kunkka, this is going to be one of the most... like ridiculous builds ever, because we're gonna have the human alliance as well as full warriors at that point. It's gonna be so strong. I don't know if we're gonna get beat. Do I want to buy that lone druid in Doom? Okay, let's do some repositioning here. I want to switch these. I want to do that, I think. That looks okay, right? Maybe do something like that, just in case. That's fine. Like, do I buy this lone druid in Doom? Because I'm already going to be pretty powerful, right? I've already got a level 2 Doom and a level 2 lone druid. At this point, I think I just really should be searching for that Kunkka, so maybe I should put those back. But what if I could get level 3 lone druid and level 3 Doom? Although we sometimes get level 3 lone druid anyways from the buff. What's with the bad items this game? See, this is a perfect example of kicking butt still, just because of strategy and not luck in terms of items anyways. But to be fair, we have been fairly lucky with our overall finds in the store. I think we do sell Doom, okay? I think we sell Doom and we sell lone druid. At this point, we need to find Kunkka. Pretty dang bad. Ooh, a Lich. I'm gonna just put Lich, I'm just gonna sub Lich in right now. Instead of Troll. Because I think Lich is better than Troll at his base. With his ability. I mean, Troll Warlord does get some crazy damage off, don't get me wrong. But Lich has an awesome ability. Are we gonna lose this? No, we're not gonna lose this. What am I saying? This bear is just gonna tank everything. Look at this. This bear is just killing it all. Where are you, Kunkka? We might not even be able to find Kunkka before we win this, guys. This is a horrible example of a guide, guys. I'm so sorry. This was not meant to be like this. Okay, we need to find that Kunkka. 2 alchemists? Game, tempt me, don't you? Lone druid. Kunkka! There you are. There's Kunkka, guys. Build's complete. Goodbye, Lich. I'm sorry. Now we can start looking for level 3s. at this point. Okay, this build's gonna be super ridiculous, and I probably should have changed Kunkka around for Enchantress in terms of board positioning, but it's a little too late now. This is board ridiculous board. Oh my gosh, are we gonna lose? We might actually lose. Versus BM. He does his BM and the PM. Oh, I think we're still gonna win. We are still gonna win. Although he must have a pretty good build, like the full Knights build. It's pretty dang good. Oh, it's Dragon Knights. He went Dragon Knight. So he's got a pretty good build online. But my build is the build of the gods. You don't build builds this good. You just don't do it. Goodbye, Lycan, we're buying Kunkka. Goodbye, Pudge, we're buying Necro. At this point, I'm just gonna roll all my gold. So why not? Doesn't even matter. Never mind, we got a level 2 Kunkka. We need another troll, though. There's a Necro. Could sell this. Troll Warlord, not a Warlock. Should we buy that Doom, too? Should we just straight up try to get as many, like... I think this might be the end anyway. Oh, I forgot to switch my positioning of my Enchantress and my Kunkka. Get your ability off, Kunkka. Cast your ability, Kunkka. Kunkka's silenced. That's not good. Kunkka's no longer silenced. He's getting his stun off. Oh my gosh. Necro's healing. Things are looking freaking hairy. Doom somebody. This isn't going to be good for us, though. I think this is the end. We've lost versus the PM and the DM. The DM and the PM. Yazes. Yazes. Wait, why do I have a Lena? When did Lena get in there? I wish my items weren't so bad. Hopefully round 35 finally gives us something good. So let's switch these around over. Switch those. Let's just roll. 2 Kunkkas? Game? Are you trying to kill somebody? Doom. Doom. I think we sell our Lycan for this Doom.
And their destruction.
Okay, so all of our units are officially level 2, except for the Druids. One of them's level 3. Just Enchantress, unfortunately. Really hoping it'd be Lone Druid. Those silences. My poor Witch Doctor. Oh my gosh. He won. We're losing now. That's not good. What does this guy have? Well, I thought this build was good. It's only got 10 people. Should we just start, like, saving? Let's see. What does this guy's even build anyways? Perhaps his setup is better. Perhaps we need to start being a little more aggressive here. So because these guys don't have assassins, right? This guy has Viper, actually. But at this point, like, we need to be aggressive. I think I actually give my attack damage to Doom, simply because Doom has pure damage. Blightstone makes sense there. Maybe put Lone Druid in the back? Let's see. I'm gonna have to think about how to, like, rearrange this a little better. Hopefully we finally get a good item, because look at these guys' items. These guys' items are awesome. Compared to mine, my items are garbage. Some garbage items. Don't worry guys, we're going to win with Blightstone. Moonshard. I think we're going to take Moonshard, and we're going to give Moonshard to Troll Warlord to get him started, and then we're going to give Blightstone to possibly Kunkka. Possibly Kunkka. I'm going to set this up a little better, I think. We want her to survive, but we don't really care if she has health, especially since she might be level 3 most of the time. So maybe we should give this to Witch Doctor. Or, I mean, to Necro. And then keep Lone Druid in the back for that one Viper. Possibly, maybe. So there's the Viper. The Viper should be baited by the Lone Druid. Maybe I should have kept the Doom. Oh, Pudge hooked the Viper anyways. See, I don't care if my Lone Druid dies as long as he gets his bear out, right? Because his bears is the best ability he's got. Okay, that worked. That worked better. But yeah, I don't care that much if Lone Druid dies. Just because once he casts his bear, like, that's all that matters, right? I don't care that much, as long as he gets his bear out. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought the game was over, but we still won. But Enchantress starts, like, keeps being level 3, which is kind of a bummer to me. I was really not wanting her to be level 3. I really want Lone Druid to be level 3 so I can get a level 3 bear. But I guess the healing's okay. But yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. We got Bloodbound, or I mean, we got Big Time Contract. We got a higher class of Criminal going on. The Blightstones are good. Chainmail's good. Moonshard's good. Sacred Relic is meh. And Vitality Booster is also meh. Okay, so we're fighting the same guy again. Simply because he's the only guy left. This Viper is again going to go for my Lone Druid. And Pudge hooks him again. Pudge just keeps hooking that Viper. So I guess it doesn't really matter who I put back at this point, right? He did get his bear out, though. Awesome. Kunkka got his ability off. Oh no, we're gonna lose. That's a bummer. Just gonna have to figure out how to reset this up. So he's going just straight up knights like this. He's got some pretty good units on board, though. Man, that really sucks if we're going to lose now, right? I think I just keep holding out, though, at this point. He's silencing me. How many, he's only got 2 humans, and where is he placing his humans? So, an Omni Knight's in the center, right? So, we don't care if Tusk gets silenced that much, or Pudge. Either one of those units is okay. Then we'll just set up like this. Oh, he switched it! He switched it last minute! What a cheeky guy. My Enchantress is dying like super quick. I think we're actually going to win this one though. Even with his 10 units. Because my Kunkka's the beast. Dragon Knight's awesome though. Dragon Knight's such a good unit, just so you guys know. Like if you're going Knight, Dragon Knight. Every time, without a doubt. You pretty much have to pick up Dragon Knight. And Viper's also a good fit, so that he turns into his dragon form. Doo-doo. That didn't really work out too well for him. I'm just kind of saving up my gold, though. Like, he's rolling to find something good to help him out here. I really don't want my Doom being silenced. I don't care if Kunkka, or if Tusk is silenced that much, to be honest. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, he's rearranging his units. Okay, so he's putting Tusk here. Which means we're going to put Pudge here. We're going to bring these guys in, maybe a little bit like this. And kind of set up possibly like that, maybe. Oh, he changed. He moved his Omni Knight to where my Kunkka is. Freaking gypsy. How dare he? Oh, Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord, you're the best. You're the best around. Okay. Oh, we still won anyways. We didn't even have to reroll. Do you see him switch out that Omni Knight last minute on my Kunkka? That was a really good play on his part. Clever guy. But it's okay. Some repositioning won us the game anyways. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Palmer Deadbeat, and this is Dota Underlords.